Well, what is the best fruit in Goa Garden to transform your account from being a noob to suddenly becoming a pro that is still available in the game right now that you don't need to exploit for, that is actually easily accessible? That's what we're gonna talk about in today's video, so make sure to watch until the very end. The answer to that question is going to be none other than moon melons. Now, the reason why moon melons are absolutely goated is I'll explain it to you, and actually rather I just show it to you. How much is this worth? And it's going to show 951 million shekels, something like that. And there are other ones right here that I actually can show you. So this one right here has gold, celestial, and frozen, and it's slightly smaller, so it's probably good to also ask the price of this. How much is this worth? And this one is actually 83 million despite being a pretty small moon melon. Now, the reason why moon melon is going to without a doubt be the best for beginners, and again, this is important for beginners, right? And actually even for some intermediate players, is very simple. Moon melon is much more easily accessible from the blood moon shop. So every 1 hour there's a chance that the shop is going to be a blood moon, and then there's going to be a chance for the moon melon seeds to be on stock. And every time it's on stock, there's, I think, 3 to 2 each time, so you could get like 3 seeds every time it's on stock, sometimes 2 seeds every time it's on stock, and you can plant it like so. Now, the reason why it's super overpowered and why it's really the best for beginners is because candy blossoms may be the best seeds, but it's no longer accessible unless you're exploiting, unless you're really lucky, or unless you're a content creator. And number 2, other seeds such as beanstalk and moon mango, which are better than moon melon, are harder to get and more expensive. Beanstalks are way harder to get, and moon mangoes are literally 1,000 times more expensive at 1 billion shekels per seed. So it's not really very accessible to use moon mangoes or beanstalk, especially for using a beginner as the context, right? Which that is what this video is for. It's for beginners to, use and get rich with this fruit, the best fruit for beginners to use to get rich. Now, what I want to do right now is actually kind of sell my moon melons, because again, I do have a bunch of moon melons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest all my moon melon right here. So this is not going to include the very big moon melons that I have. It's just going to be these smaller moon melons right here. And let's see how much we're going to make just from these moon melons right here. So how much is, okay, never mind, forgot. Okay, so this one is gonna be how much is on my inventory, and how much are we gonna get? 2 billion, 2.81 billion just from the small amount of moon melon seeds that I planted right here. Actually, there was a couple of moon glow as well, so maybe it's not fair to say that it was just purely the moon melons, but there was some moon glow as well there. But yeah, you get the point. Moon melon is incredibly good for getting money. And by the way, I didn't use the sprinkler method on that. So if I use a sprinkler method on a bunch of moon melons, it would probably even go all the way up to something like maybe 10 billion every time I harvest it. It's very crazy. And yeah, that's gonna be my last point. The sprinkler method actually still works pretty easily on the moon melons. It's super easy to use the sprinkler method on the moon melon to grow them to absolutely ginormous sizes like this one right here. And if you wait to apply mutations on them, you can literally sell them for like 1 billion each and get so much money from them. So yeah, without a doubt, moon melons are the best specifically for beginners, but I do think that moon mangoes are probably going to be better if you're a more advanced player. Moon mangoes and beanstalks probably going to be better if you're more advanced. And don't worry, there's going to be a video about that, but right now the topic of today's video is just moon melon. But I'll make a video about moon mangoes as well in the next vid. So that's gonna be it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and sub, and peace out.